With the Zoke Assault, you get decent animation, good in synced spots, and bad choice in music. It's a mixed bag, really. You get this sort of, like, up there, kind of like above average animation, like you don't typically see in object shows, but you also get the, animation with the running and some of the drops. Like, who drops at a slow rate like Spatula? Like, that's not realistic. That needs to be fixed. Anyway, the choice of music was probably my most hated thing about this video, or intro, I mean, and it just didn't feel right. It felt so copyrighted and basic. It could have been at least attempted to find more. Although they did chose something with little spots where they could in sync it, like use when the bass drops or something, they could put in like movement, fast movement, which they did. Gladly, there was two spots that were very in sync, and I like that part, and that's what puts it on my 10th spot. And it couldn't be higher because other spots were accompanied by better things, which you will see. But it could be definitely improved. There's a lot of things to improve. Animation, better music, so you can have more in sync spots. Yeah, that's pretty much it. On to the next one. Existent Entities, on the other hand, is actually very in sync. I loved the music choice. It was amazing to see, and I can jam out to it. I can rewatch it. It has a huge amount of rewatchability. Like, if you're looking at an intro, you may be able to watch it once, but can you watch it twice, or 3 times, or 4 times? With this, I can, and I like it. I do enjoy listening to this song, and I do enjoy watching this intro. The problem with this is it's very limited. It feels like you trapped yourself with this. It looks like an OI intro. Object Invasion, of course. And Object Invasion intros are so bland and boring and doesn't have much. This still feels like one of those. It has music and has those little in-sync spots that I really like, but it still doesn't have better backgrounds. It needs better backgrounds, and the existent entities, that logo needs a redo completely. Not even talking about art style, like that logo just needs a redo in general. So honestly, this is not that bad, and I would recommend watching this as well as the previous intro, but this one I recommend watching twice, even more. Thank you. On to the next one. With Time Travel Battle, you don't get that much more than existent entities. With existent entities, you get very in sync stuff. With Time Travel Battle, you get more of an art style. You get a better art style with this one. So I do like this one more because you can see there's a bit more effort with this. The other one, you could just bam, bam, move the character. With this one, he put a little bit more into it. There's the little orange splash that comes in the middle that's really nice and I adore. And there's also some other things that he does that doesn't really happen in Existent Entities intro. Though, I gotta say, the good choice in music is a little bit iffy for me, because, like, I do like the song, but it doesn't have any in-sync moments that are very vital to a good intro, which can get you hyped up and excited for the show. So I think it's a little bit higher than existent entities, but not by much. FFPC, or Fight for Paradise City, is actually quite nice. It has very good parts, but also bad parts. The thing I can say about it is the bad parts don't really happen with bad in sync. Sometimes there's a little bit of an error where you can see they're trying to do some in sync stuff, but then they kind of delayed it or something. Like, it's just off key or whatever. But most of it's on key. And that's what's good about it. Like, the whistling you see at the start is super good. You cannot resist but like it. It's just so nice to see. And the in-sync whistling. But then afterward, the bomb and the whole thing, it kind of makes it uncomfortable. Because you want to, like, hear some more whistling. It's kind of nice. It's like, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. And then, boom, and then knocks them down, and then it kind of goes progressively worse as you go on into it. It's just, the animation sometimes is just not good at all, especially with the paper ripping. Is just not good. There's a lot of problems with the animation in this, but otherwise there was a lot of showing of the environment, which I did like. I liked how much they showed where they were on this island and what's going on. I like that. Show more of that. And, yeah, pretty much it. Honestly, animation was pretty much the only problem. Better choice in music could have been happening, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. They just need to fix up their animation a ton. Now, here's where we start to get into the zone where we gotta be careful, because all of the next 5 to this 6 intros are extremely good. They are just better than the rest of them, and I'm not gonna say any more. First of all, let's just talk about Object Lockdown, because it's the worst of the best, I guess. That's the way I put it. They have good animation, I'll say. The walking is very good, and I like how they actually move, unlike other shows. But the thing needs more excitement. It has good music, some in-sync spots, which are super nice, and it has a good showing. It shows the area, the scenery, very well. I like that a lot. But it just feels so not hyping you up. It doesn't have as much rewatchability as some of the few next ones, but it has some rewatchability. It's very nice and chill, and you could just listen to it a couple times. But it just doesn't bring excitement to a show. It doesn't get people hyped up to watch the coolest new episode of Object Lockdown. It gets them, oh, dude, that's nice. Object Lockdown. But it is certainly good, and I will say hats off to you, Wugglejack. Now, it was actually super hard to decide between who'd be fifth, BFB or Object Lockdown. Object Lockdown has its perks, but BFB just kind of hits it right. I don't know what it is about this, but it's just so inventive. It's so cool. Like when you watch it, you don't see anything like it in any other object show previously, or even in the future. Not like those rip-off BFB intros. I meant like something new, out of scenery. Nobody sees it. And this is just amazing. The swerves. Have you seen the swerves? They are just beautiful. And I gotta say, it's quick, exciting, and it just gets you nice and ready for the episode. It has rewatchability. It has a bit more than Object Lockdown. Not that much more, but it has more. I just really like what they did with it. And I believe this is a custom song made by Michael, so that makes it +5. I don't know what the point system is, but I'm just gonna say +5. It definitely improves the whole intro. So yeah, let's go on to the next one, shall we? This is where it gets tough. Object Madness. What can I say? It was exciting, great music, amazing backgrounds, and the starting animation was fluid and nice. I really liked it. I felt like the end animation was also pretty good. Not much was going on, but it was pretty good. But the problem I have with this, the one single problem is, it's so boring to watch the characters just slide in sync with the music. It feels so easy. It just doesn't feel that difficult to animate. I want to see Phoebe, the creator, do something even more with that part. If he can somehow improve that part, I'm moving up. I'm definitely moving up. I don't know what he would do, but it'd go up. So I think it's very good, but it could be improved. Now, BFB doesn't have any problems, but it didn't do much other than be inventive and stuff. So on to the next one. Battle for a Million by White Amator is so in sync. Great song. Animation fluid. What else can I say? This is a great intro. Now, some people will put Phoebe's up there past B-Fan. I have a problem with Phoebe's. This one, I have a very little problem. It could use a bit of better backgrounds, but I feel like the black and white kind of also gives the whole thing a better feel. I don't want to look at the background. I want to look at these beautiful, fluid animation-esque character. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's just nice. It's great. It's amazing. Obviously, he's very limited. He's got like 7 characters. It felt very little. It felt fast. It felt exciting. But I don't know. There's just something missing that the next 2 just have for me. And I just want to say, amazing job, guys. And to the rest of the list. On to the top 2. Well, technically, once I reveal 2, probably know 1. Who do you think it is? Type it out in the comments if you want to. Number 2. You finally got it figured out. It's object redundancy by Zany Leaves, technically. Although it's 4 years animations, it's by Zany Leaves. And if Zany Leaves had a child, it'd probably be the best animator in the freaking world. Because I can't say the bad word. You know, I gotta say, hats off to Zany. He's done such an amazing job with this intro. I cannot say any more than amazingness. The only teeny problem is, why are the hosts just standing still at the end? Why? I like the boom 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 and then they kind of pop in, but they just stand there, lifeless. Come on, man. You had the whole intro full of life, full of stuff. But then you just kind of take it away by just throwing the host on there for, like, what, a picture? It needs just a little bit more. But this last one, it's the most perfect intro. This one has so much rewatchability, but the next one, I literally have spent so much time now just watching this intro. I don't know what's going on with my life, but I've lost it. I hope you do too, honestly. It's so amazing. Code Red by TT Guy. What an amazing masterpiece. I can't say any words other than absolute greatness. First it was amazingness for object redundancy, now it's absolute greatness. Because this is so compelling, so thought out. These little quirks that they put in, like the do with the siren, was so perfect. It just, Panda Eyes with this animation just it brings tears to my eyes. I believe this is the #1 intro currently in the Object Show community, and I hope it'll stay this way for a while, because I can't stop watching this, and I don't want to stop. I enjoy it so much. I don't think it'll ever be bland for me, personally. I recommend watching this at least 50 times before you understand how many conspiracy theories I possibly have about this. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really enjoyed making this late night at like 2 a.m. Actually, more like 1 to 2 a.m. But I enjoyed making this, and I hope you guys just comment down telling me your opinions and any thoughts you guys have, and anybody you want to have in there. Honorable mentions go off to a couple of people. There's Fight for the, what's it called? There's other ones. One second. This is more like a bloopers-esque kind of thing. But the OO intro, which is alright, but needed work. Then there's Challenge to Win, I guess, and the old Extraordinary Entities intro. Like these, not the newest one, the old one. Then last one, I guess Fight for what's it called? Fight in Flight. That's pretty good. Yeah. Peace. Good night.